Ripped it out of his mouth. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode. It's Ryan Rice. I'm gonna say I have fished for 2 days straight. It's been a while since I've done that. I got over 17 hours in my seat, over 230 miles driven, and 2 bodies of water. We caught fish, but it was a struggle. So I want to let you know, I was on this body of water yesterday for 8 hours. I didn't catch anything. Now that's happened to me before, but the only thing that hasn't happened to me before is that I didn't even have a nibble. I mean, I had gars around me. I couldn't even get them to bite. I was just trying to do some fun at that point. Didn't get anything. So we did some map studies last night, and I found 3 spots that looks like you can only get to with a kayak. So I'm assuming, because we were in somewhat shallow water, but I didn't find very many beds, and this area back here is super shallow, so I'm thinking that's where they're hiding right now, and we are going to try that. So come along for the ride. Let's see if my map study paid off, and if we can get on some fish today. We're super busy with the channel. There's gonna be a lot of fishing coming up, guys, and if I don't catch fish today, I may have to reassess what I'm doing for this month. So hopefully that changes. Let's go get it, guys. So you can see this is a very little entryway, and I saw this on the map. So what I'm going to do is probably just use my fins to get through here, and we probably have to possibly lower our fishing rods down too. We'll see, but you can see it's a very narrow cut. You can see how cool this little cut is though. And we're about 4 feet of water. It's actually a little deeper than I thought it was. And that's because the lake level is actually higher. It's actually back to its normal level anyway. Hoping when this opens up back here that it's going to be a flat where the fish are holding out today. I also don't want to use my motor too, because I actually want to go through here pretty stealthy. I don't want to spook any fish. All right, well, you can see how this opens up. It looks like it hasn't been disturbed in quite some time. There's almost like a film on the water. So we're gonna look for some surface activity and see if they are back in here, and we're crossing our fingers this is gonna pay off. Woo! Just what I didn't want, guys. Just what I didn't want. It came off. Well, at least we are not completely skunked. You know, I'm back here in these waters, and I'm not sure if I made the right choice. So we're actually just kind of working our way back out, and we are going to see, you know, the mouth of this will produce fish or this channel. So let me silence this. Birds are screaming at us. We just cannot find any beds where the bass are. So I'm hoping these little channels here may produce something along these weed lines. So we're back out in the main part of the lake. I think I made a mistake wasting 2 hours back there. It just was nothing back there. You know, I just figured it'd have less boat traffic and be a little bit more quieter for the fish, but it was dead quiet back there. So I definitely made a mistake wasting 2 hours back there. So we're gonna go fish some of our other spots that we know and work some flats, and hopefully we can find them. You know, we got that one little prick roll already. That was it. Makes me feel like at least I caught something, but we've got to catch some more fish, guys, if we're going to be able to compete this month with all the other guys out there that fish all the time. All right, guys, so I ended up packing up. When I got back to the ramp, a few guys on boats said that they came off the main body of water, and with all the water coming in and the influx of water, it's just stirring everything up. So the main body of water was all muddy. I know where I was fishing was about 4 feet higher. So we ran about an hour to a smaller body of water where we were able to get a spot in the parking lot, and we're gonna see what else we can do today, because being out there for 2 days straight, a total of 12 hours and only catching one fish, that prick roll, that's no good. So we end up making a move, and see what else we can salvage today. We have plenty of time of daylight left. All right, guys, fish on. Almost forgot what that felt like. As you can see, I'm all flustered. I'm a mess right now. Nothing big though, unfortunately. All right, guys, 14 1/4. So what happened there is that when I casted it, the wind's blowing me into the bank itself, so I didn't have any kind of pressure or tension on that line, so I did not feel that fish hit. And being that's the first fish in probably about 13-14 hours, I was a mess when I caught that one. It's like it's the first time I caught a fish. So we gotta try to watch this wind. I knew it was gonna be a little bit of an issue right now with boat management, but you know, we did come back this way. We did hit the chatterbait on the way, but we are gonna stick with the Cinco for right now. So we changed over to the Texas rigged mag fatty from Z-Man because we're looking for a little bit larger size than quantity today. So we're gonna try something a little bit bigger, see if they bite on it. We got the June bug color. If I can grab the thing and see if we can get some bigger fish. All right, guys, fish on. Don't get caught on my fins. Don't get caught on my fins. Man, he pulled for, it's not even that big, and he pulled so hard. It's all chewed up too. I guess my drag was set super loose, which I don't know why. Probably about the same size as before. It's actually smaller. All right, 13 1/4. I don't know, guys. My drag wasn't set loose. Just for a little fish, man. He had a lot of pull to him. Actually screwed my worm up, which is shocking, being this is the Z-Man stuff, which is usually a lot more durable. So I guess he was angry. Man, I feel all out of sorts, you know, being on the water for so many hours and not catching anything, and all of a sudden starting to catch some fish. I gotta calm down my nerves and get back into the groove. I thought that was kind of funny though. You know, I changed to a bigger bait to catch bigger fish and end up catching smaller fish. Ah, ripped it out of his mouth. This little baby gator right here. Just cruising. And there he goes. Well, stop swimming next to me and you won't get scared. So what I ended up doing is coming back where I missed that fish before, and something just grabbed, I changed up to a Cinco, and something just grabbed it again and I missed it. So it must be small. You know, it's just got either that or it's not fully committing to the bait. But it came along with the ride again, for the ride again. So I'm just trying a little bit more here, and then I'm gonna move on. Another one, guys. I mean, this is getting out of control. That's 3 missed fish. And he had that too in his mouth. I just don't get it. Just had a bass, probably about 18 inches, have it in his mouth. I was pulling on it, but he only hit the tail of the worm. Did not fully commit. So that's what must be happening. That happened in the back too. So they are doing a very, very not aggressive bite to it. I may have to change back over to the Cinco for a little bit to grab some more. Damn it. Another missed opportunity. So I'm changing back over to the Cinco. For some reason right now, these fish are not committing. I mean, I couldn't let that worm sit in his mouth any longer than it did. He would have just dropped it anyway. It's just crazy that they're not committing. They gotta get over this being finicky, that's for sure. Because it's making it stressful. Once again, not committing. Had the lure in his mouth for like 15 seconds. All right, guys, got him this time. I don't even think it's a bass. Sure enough, snakehead. And he came off anyway, which is good. Well, on a good note, he didn't ruin the bait. And I'm sorry, I'm going to correct myself. That last fin... I'm getting tired. That last fish was a bowfin, not a snakehead. Had to correct myself. Thought about it after I came off and I circled back around here. It was a bowfin, guys. So I'm glad that one came off, but it didn't ruin the bait. But we are going to change this bait anyway, because after a while the last tech starts getting like kind of waterlogged and actually floats more than sinks, even though it is a, you know, it does float very easily. It's what it's made for. But you know, their zinker still sinks. That's what it's designed to do. But after a while it stops sinking as much and kind of floats at the top. So we're just changing it up to start out with a fresh Cinco here. And we're going to circle back around here one more time before we say goodbye. Maybe? Maybe not. Well, that's a little dink. I think he's just gonna fly out of the boat anyway. Relax there, relax, relax. Let's get a little measurement on you. 8.5 inches of pure, or 8 3/4 inches. Hold on, I don't want to short myself. Of pure love. All right, guys, I'm going to end it on that note. I think that 8 3/4 inch dink, somebody tell me to go home and take a break. So we're going to end it there. You know, this was probably the toughest time fishing ever in my life. Not because I didn't catch fish, just for the sheer amount of time it took me to get these 3 little fish. You know, we got over... It's 4 o'clock. We got over 17 hours in this kayak seat in 2 days. And I'm not sponsored by them, but, you know, without the kayak cushion, I could have never done this. You know, the Hobie seat is comfortable, but until I got the kayak cushion, it made a world of difference. It's worth every penny. So if you don't have one, I definitely recommend getting one if you spend a lot of time in your seat. But it was a struggle these last couple days for sure, guys. So I'm going to pretty much end it there. You guys suffered through this video with me to watch me struggle for 2 days. Even though the first day I didn't save any of that footage because it was just boring. So, as always, guys, I appreciate every one of you. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys commenting on the video. Until next time, be safe on the water, and I'll catch you guys on the water. Thanks for watching.